Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's ready to watch a little bit of Farming Simulator 19. Figure I'd get on here and play. I haven't played this in, I don't know, probably at least a week or so. Orta comes right in. Barry comes right in. As in Benjamin Barry. They all wanted to see me play Fall Guys, I know, but you know what? We gotta keep these cows fed. The cows haven't eaten in a little while, and gotta keep the cows fed. And I know we started a contract for our field number 8 right next to us right here, last game. And we need to get this going. JW was like, finally! I know. Got work to do here, so we're gonna go ahead and at least get our worker harvesting this corn right here. We can start making some good money. Hire a worker there. Looking good, looking good. Congrats on the oh yeah, we hit 2,500 on on the coin channel there, Orta. That's pretty cool. So now I got to come up with a giveaway to do, and just crazy. Like, I mean, I've been stuck, and usually I don't beg for a few subscribers like I did in Rob's tonight, but it's like, for some reason, the last like 2 weeks or so, I've been stuck like within 5 of 2480. Like, I'd be at 2478 one day, the next day I'd be at like 2483, and the next day I'd be at 2479. I've been bouncing back and forth, and I don't know, and almost always, I mean, for the last year or so, there's been little ups and downs, but it's just been a steady, like, and when I announce giveaways, I get a big jump, of course, as people do shout-outs and join just to win free stuff, but there's always been a steady little jump, and I don't know if it's just YouTube playing around taking some numbers away in little patches, or maybe people have finally gotten bored with my content, or maybe like I finally hit that point where shit, there's only 2,500 people that like those little videos I do, and that's all there's gonna be. I don't know, but it's just it's been pissing me off that I've been stuck right at that number, so close to 2,500, when I've been wanting to like just get it over with and get up and do a giveaway, and then figure once I do 2,500, I'm home free for big giveaways for a while. At least on that channel. I might do some fun stuff on this channel, but it's you know, on that channel, once you do the 2,500, what I mean, I guess I could do something small, like acknowledge if I get to 3,000 or 35 and so on. But it seems like there's nothing else left, even no pressure at least to do a giveaway until 5,000 at least. So that's double what I have now. So a long time. So that's awesome. But yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. You just like mention, just, you know, with a little shout. Yeah, you just say, oh, by the way, I'm like 20 away, and then boom, Rob reads the one thing and says, hey, everybody, check it out. And even without people going over, and then I know Alfred dropped a couple links, and I believe, I don't even remember, I think JW might have, but it's like, yeah, bam, you get like 20 new subscribers, like, just like that. It's just like, it's kind of crazy, just so many people over there, and they'll do that. And I mean, I know I'm a mod there, and others, you know, say, hey, you should do that more, you should take advantage of that, but I don't want to, like, be doing that, because Rob's doing a show, he's not doing the shout-out show, so I try not to do that too much, but it's just been pissing me off that I was stuck right there. Ben is in the notification gang, indeed, indeed, indeed. And Harvester looks like something Darth Vader would drive, dude, doesn't it? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, copyright violation already. Let's not do that. Have you gone through your subscriptions this week? I did, JP. Now, JPTS5 number 7. Do you have your subscriptions set on public to where, like, you know, people can see who you're subscribed to? Because if you don't have your subscription set on public, like if they're set private, then you're not on my list, and I don't know that you're subscribed to me, so I wouldn't see it there. So that's the thing. So I went through just a couple days ago. So no 2750. Well, I don't know, JW. And see, I figure for other giveaways, I'm like, if I do a 3K and all that stuff, yeah, everybody can stop watching me until I get the 5K. Well, no, wait until I do the 2,500, and then you can stop watching me after that. But I figure once I do, it just doesn't seem like as big of a deal, you know. Just, oh, once you're a bigger channel like that, oh, do you have to do it every 500 after that? No. I mean, you can if you want, I guess, but no, believe me, if I get up to 3,000, I'll definitely do something, but it won't be something big like some drawn out, like, you know, big prize. It might just be like, hey, let's do an extra giveaway, you know, in the next live stream kind of thing, you know, or that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I mean, really, none of us have to do giveaways at all. I like doing giveaways, though, but... So right now I'm on the fence, and maybe you guys can help me with this, because, like, I don't want to give away I don't want to spend tons of money doing it, but then again, because I just recently did the 2,000 where I gave away a dosed peso and a 5-ounce silver, even though I kind of got those for free because I won them in other giveaways. But I don't want to spend tons, but then again, knowing that I'm probably not going to do a big giveaway, at least not one on my own for a milestone. Now, then again, I might get some people to talk me into doing another multi-channel giveaway for some purpose other than just, hey, let's celebrate a milestone. So I'm not saying there won't be any other giveaways. I mean, I'm in that 1-up box. I did the JW's OG22. I believe you, there'll be more giveaways and more stuff like that. I mean, no problem. But 3K penny hunt, exactly. You never know. So, but I'm just trying to decide like what to do for that. Because my thinking though is, I just want it to be like one cool prize, but I also want to use it as an opportunity. If I'm going to spend a couple $100 on a prize, I want it to get me some extra subs, or at least draw some attention to my channel, other than just people rushing right over, filling out my comment video, and then basically nothing happens for the next 2 or 3 weeks, whatever I set as the deadline, right? Maybe a couple people will find it here and there. I want people to like be talking about it and driving some people to my channel. And the only way to really get people to talk is to bribe them with like a shout out prize. And I don't like that whole bullshit people do. Oh look, we're gonna have a special shout out prize for like the 8 people to do shout outs, because then there's a bunch of people that do shout outs that don't have any subscribers to begin with, or all the subscribers they already have are already my subscribers, so it doesn't do me any good anyway. So what I'm thinking, let's see if you guys like this. What I'm gonna do is say, yes, there's gonna be a prize, one good prize, and then everyone in your comment, you have to name one other person in your comment. So JW might say, oh, the other person I name is SoCal Box Breaks, or Big Mill, or Rob Finds Treasure, whatever. So everyone will be naming one other person, because there'll be a second prize. So I'll give the prize to whoever's comment I pick, and then the other person they name will win something else special. So therefore, if JW goes on his channel without me bribing him any further to do so, and says, hey everybody, you need to go over to Kittle's and leave a comment right now, and in that comment, tell him JW sent you, then JW will have an extra 20, 30, 40, 50 entries towards that second prize. So it'll just be an incentive for people to tell others about my giveaway, because they'll get multiple entries for free stuff. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And I don't know if other people have done it that way, and I don't know. Yeah, JW, I told him I would. I told Nitrate I would. Yep. I know he's still reaching or waiting for a few other people, but yeah, I mean, he did the 1909 SVDB giveaway, and you know, he was part of that, and you know, and really trusted me to do that before like other people were doing giveaways like that. So, you know, definitely go. So yeah, I mean, if I do a cool enough prize, I mean, then I could even have some of the bigger channels, like, you know, talking to their bigger audience and say, hey, look, if you tell them so-and-so sent you, make sure you put that in the comment, and then I'll have a chance at that second prize, and, you know, maybe people will do it without me going into their channels and saying, hey, by the way, just so you guys know, I'm doing a 2,500 subscriber giveaway, and, you know, I don't want to really be the person having to do that. You know? Okay, so I'm going to empty this guy out. I want them to just do it on their own. So basically I gotta have a cool prize for the winner, the comment pick. If I decide to do a comment pick, maybe I'll do something different, I don't know. Probably be a comment pick just because that's easy. But then I need to have a cool enough second prize that's only, you know, available to people that you leave their name. So, and really, everybody has a chance. You don't even need a channel to do that. You can just, you know, you could tell your brother, your sister, your friend, your, you know, whatever. Even if you don't have a channel, you could just tell your mom to sign up and leave a comment, but then leave your name, you know. So, very easy. Like Benjamin Barry could leave a comment and then tell his dad, so hey, make sure in your comment you put Benjamin Barry sent me, and then Ben has 2 chances at that. Right, very easy, very easy. Very easy. So, I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking about that. I gotta come up with the prize. Now, initially, like, when I thought about this, you know, a while back, like, after I did the 2,000, I figured, well, okay, the next big one's 2,500. My plan was to give away a 1/4 ounce of gold, because that's like 0.25. You know, it kind of goes with the 2.5. But now that gold's so much, I don't know if I want to give away a 1/4 ounce. That's like damn near $500. So that's probably not happening. Probably not happening. So I got to come up with something. I'll come up with something good. I don't have to get it out tomorrow or anything. And actually, I wouldn't plan on getting the video out right away, because you know my style. I don't do anything super fast on YouTube. Plus, I don't want to like put a video out tomorrow and then have my subs go right under 2,500, like have some of these newbies just leave right away or YouTube take them away. So don't want to pull a coin. What is that? I don't know what that means. Or what did he do? Let's see. Nitrate's still trying to. Yeah, and I told Nitrate a couple other people that I know, like SoCal Box Breaks, for example. I'll throw his name out there. I told him, yeah, SoCal Box Breaks would be in 100%. And, you know, you don't even have to reach out to him, you know. I mean, I got enough of, you know, I owe him a few bucks anyway from that last auction where I sold stuff. I'll pay his fee, and you got the money right now. It's done deal if you want one more person in the giveaway. And he's like, okay, yeah, definitely. So, like, so SoCal might be in that, depending on what Nitrate says, and depending on, I guess, what he hears back from a few others, so. Ben's like, I want 2 entries. Ben, you could have 100 entries in the giveaway. You could go tell all your friends at school to go subscribe to Michael Kittle Rare Coins, leave a comment, they could win a nice coin, and then if they put Benjamin Barry in their comment, you could also win too. So you could have 100 entries if you just tell people at school to come subscribe to me and do that. But it can't just, you know, you can't just be making fake accounts to do it or anything. It's got to be real people and real subscriptions, and, you know, anybody could. So if it's a cool enough prize, I guess, people might do that. Who knows? I'm just going to come up with something. Now, the coin collector in me wants to just pick like a couple nice slabbed coins that have numismatic value and do those. But then the problem with that is, like, if I picked like a really nice Indian headset, for example, right then and there, you're going to have a whole bunch of people that don't give a damn about Indian cents, even though they know it'll be worth 100 or 2, whatever the price is. And they won't even participate. Same thing if I picked a Morgan dollar. Well, Morgan dollar's, you know, more common. But if it's just one Morgan dollar, even though it might have a good value because it's a higher grade or a better date, there's too many people that just like the bullion and stuff like that that it seems like drive a lot of this stuff right towards something that has good bullion value too. So I don't know. I don't know, maybe I should be on Big Mill's channel right now bidding on a nice Swiss 20 francs. That might be a good prize. Ben wants 2 entries. You still wouldn't win. Well, that's not the right attitude. Even with 1 chance you can win, but with 50 or 100 chances, it's better, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Depends on how many people get in. Alright, so we got to get back to farming, though. So we got cows. We did. Now, after the last stream, I bought a few more cows, so we're up to 150 cows in here. Now, that doesn't look like 150, but trust me, we're looking at 150 cows right now. This pen does hold, or sorry, this pasture holds 200 cows. But we're up to 150. We spent a bunch of money doing that. Don't want to put... Yeah, I guess I missed what coin collecting with Tyler did, because I know he's in all the streams talking about giveaways and stuff that he's doing, but I really haven't gone to his channel too much to play along with his giveaways or whatever he's doing, so... Whatever. SoCal, did I send in PCGS? I printed out all the forms and started packing it and getting it ready. It'll probably go in the mail tomorrow. Maybe Monday. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I don't want to rush that. I want to make sure everything's right and get it all put together. And I was half thinking of just driving down there because what the submission that we're doing, I didn't even count exactly how many coins, but the value gets to be more than like any of our cars, you know, even brand new. So I'm thinking about maybe just driving it down there because my insurance requires me to put that in 2 boxes already. So, well, yeah, I probably need to put that in 2 separate boxes just for my insurance. It's like right at the line. I got insurance for up to 50 grand of coverage if I send registered, which that would even take a week to get down to PCGS probably with the way the mail's going. So I might just drive it down there. I might call and I know they're closed tomorrow, so I just might call in. You sent some in last week and they're already back. Well, yeah, I don't know. Must not have been a big order, or must have been something. You sent in 100 coins and they're back that quick. What was it? 100 the same thing or something? That seems pretty crazy. But yeah, I was kind of thinking of just driving them down, even though I really don't want to go down to Orange County. Let's empty this in there. So what we were doing? I'm gonna go check my harvester real quick that's running. Make sure that's still going. Yes, 78%. We'll empty it one more time though, and then we'll get to the cows. 4 coins from the store. 100. I don't know what you're talking about, Zoko. You said you sent in over 100 coins and got them back, but now you're saying it's only 4? 100 coins with... Oh, okay. So I got over 100 coins or so. So I thought you just said you got over 100 coins back in like one... Like, no fucking way. But... Not the same PCGS that I know. Because I know, like... And it made me think for half a second, like, maybe their business isn't doing as good as they're saying. Because I know they're saying they're... Even though there's like the national China flu and stuff going on and keeping shows away, but their business is actually pretty strong, and a lot of people are still submitting a lot of stuff. I think a lot of people are going through all their stuff. A lot of coin shops and coin dealers are digging through their stuff and finding stuff to submit because they're doing more stuff online than doing stuff in hand. And I know their stock price has about doubled since the beginning of this China flu, which is good because I'm one of the shareholders. I own PCGS, just so you guys know. I'm one of the owners, let's just say. I'm just one of the owners. Have I emptied this thing out yet? There we go. About as empty as we're going to get it. Now we can go back to the cows and actually get back on track here, and instead of just talking about coins. I mean, we need to be talking about farming, but... Anyway, that's what I thought you meant, yeah. So, like, no way they got that, because I know they're busy. How you doing, John Scott? So, yeah, we're going to be sending in those over 100 coins, and I just really don't want to go down to Orange County, but I think it's probably better, and instead of charging you 2 boxes registered or whatever, I'll make you fill up my car with gas or something, and I'll go, I guess, I got satellite radio, so what the hell else am I going to do, you know? Except play around on YouTube or play around on Farming Simulator. So yeah, that's probably what we'll do. I'll probably just go there Monday. So, I'm gonna call Monday and make sure I can get an appointment to come in there. So there's my cows again. Now what we need to do on the cows is when we ended the last stream, I think we had 50 cows in here. Now we got 150 because I went crazy and bought more cows. And what that does is it raises the capacity of water, straw, and food. So now it looks like we're almost empty on water, straw, and food because there's more cows in here. And they're going to eat a lot faster. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some runs and fill up the water and the straw at least. The food I'm less concerned about because we got tons of silage all the time. So let's try to get this water tackled a little bit. Onabushu! What's going on? No, it's not going to be Cow King. That's not what it is. We're going for the Milk Magnet trophy. So, Milk Magnate. And then, once we get And now all we got to do is, and I could get that pretty quick just by speeding up time a whole bunch and maybe walking away from the controller and just letting these cows breed. Now, it might make sense, now that I just made this trip the one time, or at least half the trip, to get all the way over here to my water tank, it might make more sense to put a water tank down by the cows instead of driving back and forth so many times. Because these water tanks are cheap. So let's just do it this one time. Start filling. Wrong button. This button. I think we're gonna just go buy another water tank. So yeah, then once we're done with the cows, then we need to start raising the sheep to become wool commander. Gotta be the commander of the wool. What's going on with this field there? Did I already plant some stuff here? Can't remember. Let's jump out of the tractor. Yes, we're growing sunflowers. Perfect. I need to keep a lookout at the upper corner of my screen to see when that other harvester gets full, so we're not paying for the... And look at that, right there. It just grew in front of our eyes. Now we can get that fertilizing. Oh, there's always so much work to do on the farm. Oh, it looks like we got a couple fields to harvest over there too. Damn, a lot of work to do. I'm gonna keep you all entertained. And those of you guys watching Big Mill right now, I guess he was looking for me earlier, apparently. I guess if he's screaming for Kittle, looking for me, I guess if he has questions, you guys can pass the word along to me. Alright, so let's empty this water in here. And that's barely going to put a dent in it. Because we got 32,000 liters in there now, we're still way in the red. This little tank only holds 7,000. So we need at least another probably 10 tanks full of water to fill this up. I don't know if they make bigger water tanks either. But this is the one we got, and this is the one we're going to use. Let me just look around briefly. Maybe there's another water tank over here already somewhere? I don't think so. I know there's a river down there. Could I get to the river easily? Probably not. So what we're going to do is... I'm just going to see where I can put this tank first. Let's just get this out of the way. We're going to go into the building menu. Placeables. Animal pens. Is there a water tank under here? No. Miscellaneous. Water station. So yeah, for $5 grand, we're going to put a water station in instead of driving back and forth 100 times. So I could put it over here. I could put it like right up almost next to the road over here, kind of out of the way. But right here is where we put the water in. I don't want to put the tank that close because then it's going to block stuff from turning around over here. Let's zoom in a little bit. I mean, should we just put it like right down here, close to the road? Maybe over here under the tree in the shade. Keep that water cool for the cows, huh? No. All right, enough thinking about this. It's stupid. Let's just buy it. Hold on, that price there's expensive. So the price is $5,000, but here it's $6,400, and then right there it's $6,088. Oh yeah, because it includes the terrain fees, because it's got to change the terrain to make it fit. Let's just buy it. All right, it's going right there. 6,500 bucks. All right, so here we go. What's going on there? Do we know if the NASC show has been canceled? 100% Change Exchange. There are no shows anywhere in the state of California. And there won't be for the next month or two at least. Can't have a show. Can't do it. They're 100% canceled. Unfortunately. 100%. Yeah, Long Beach, we're supposed to be in a couple weeks. That's been canceled too, the Long Beach show, so there's no way we can have that show. Lovely. Well, it's our lovely state. in our lovely county of Los Angeles for those two. That's pretty much what that is. Other people are having shows all around the country, taking their necessary precautions and doing what they can to prevent the spread. Or hey, because what does everybody say? We're all in this together, right? So they're all doing their things. But here in California, we're not trusted. We can't take care of ourselves, and they won't even let us try. So. And not only that, even if we were able to have the show at that location, and just like any location for a show, we're required to have liability insurance, and our policy would, I looked into it, and it would specifically omit any coverage for China flu related claims. So that really didn't make our landlord too comfortable, and it really didn't make our organization very comfortable either. You know, it's like, well, we're going to be paying for an insurance policy, and we can't control what happens, something like that. And it's like, do we really want to be on the hook if some idiot kid comes in there for the Boy Scout Merit Badge workshop and gives everybody China flu? I mean, we can't control that. So now, of course, we were told up front that the Boy Scouts wouldn't participate even if we did the show, because they didn't want to be a part of that either. So didn't know if it could be outdoor. Well, if you have something outdoors, then there's this whole security issue, especially on a multi-day show. I'm sure, like, yeah, maybe we could have tried to do something like a... Well, first we'd have to find a location that would work for it. And then you have a huge security issue. And not only that, right now in Southern California, it's 100 degrees outside in the day. I mean, there's zero chance any of these dealers want to be sitting outside in 100-degree weather selling coins. And being outside like that and not controlling who's really able to come in and leave like that, we would have had to hire a ton of extra security. It's not something we would even, like, think about. Not a chance. Yeah, like 110 in arcade. Right, exactly. And who knows? I mean, it's like, yeah, this time of year, at least in California, because I know there's been other places around the country they have done shows outdoors, or they've tried to do that. I don't know how successful they were, but I don't know. And I mean, here in California, at least we wouldn't have to worry about rain, because it doesn't rain ever in the summer. So. But other places have to deal with that. Yeah. Yeah, this is saving us so much time putting this little water tank right there. Making this a little easier. We really don't have to fill this all the way up with water, but we can, so let's do it. And I don't have to worry about it for a long time. Just do it once, right? Let's fill it. Let's see how we're doing. That's the wrong button. We're about half full of water now, about 60,000 liters. Probably should get one of my harvesters going on one of my own fields while I'm doing this. And actually, speaking of harvesters, I did see that this guy was full. Yeah, so for shows in California, our Golden State show at Arcadia was supposed to happen this weekend. Actually, it was supposed to start tonight, Friday. And then be Saturday, Sunday as well. That's canceled. Long Beach, I think, was September, what was it, 17th through 19th or something like that. That's been that was canceled a couple months ago. Other shows, Buena Park, the first weekend in October. So far, I haven't heard if that's been officially canceled or not yet. So I won't speak to that. After that, I know that, let's just double check where we're taking this stuff for this contract. Port Grain Elevator, so we can take this to the train station. We'll take it all on the train. After that, I know our Glendale Coin Club and Verdugo Hills Coin Club show in Van Nuys at the Masonic Lodge is scheduled for October 27th, I believe. which is whatever the last Sunday of the month is. So far, we have not canceled that either, but not yet for Buena Park, but it will be canceled. Yeah, and it probably won't be our choice. It's going to be, well, there it would be Orange County, but it's going to be Governor Newsom telling us so that we can't do anything, because it's, you know, really, if you want to go on Kittle rant for real quick, it's because it's going to be before Election Day. So, yeah, anything before November 3rd in the state of California is canceled, just so you know. After that, we'll see. That's the real answer. But, not to get political or anything, of course. It's just fact. Everybody knows it. We could have a damn cure or vaccine out for this thing, and we're still not going to be able to do anything until after election day, I'll tell you that. Alright, so we'll empty out this corn. And then we can, so we're going to store it all in this grain silo for this guy we're harvesting, and then we're going to put it all in the train to go sell it. That's the way to do it. It's also, yeah, it's up to the locations as well. And that location, the Buena Park does, is the Food Workers Union. And no surprise, if you want to make a guess of what political slant the Food Workers Union is, but they're not going to have any business there, I'll tell you that right now. They're on the side of California there as far as that's going to go. Not going to happen. So, not a chance, so we'll wait and see. Yeah, but Don, do you think that there's any chance we're going to be able to have our show at the Masonic Lodge? I mean, do you think the Masonic Lodge would even let us? They might. It's possible, but right now I'm not thinking they will. And then if they will, do we even want to do it? I mean, I'm not 100% against it if our dealers are willing to come do it. But if they say we have to have our dealers spaced apart with a table between them, then instead of having 30 tables, that means we can only have about 15 tables at the most. It won't pay for itself. Oh, so the Masonic Lodge already told us those shows, so basically you're not telling me that information, so I've been telling people it's not officially canceled, but I guess I can tell people as of right now it's officially canceled? Is that what you're telling me? Thanks, Don. Thanks for passing the word. Alright, let's go back to the... You know what, let's get this harvester right here, and let's get him doing some work. This field looks like it's ready to harvest. Soybeans ready to harvest. And you can't get it on that side. You did tell me... Well... I deny that. I deny that you told me. I deny your self-serving allegations. It's not in writing. Prove it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don never told me. Okay, let's harvest some beans. You know that beans are good for your heart, I hear. That's what I was told when I was younger. Right, lower the header. Turn on the harvester. Do we want to enable the straw? So I don't think you can with beans anyway, so we don't really need the straw. The workers do this for us. So we got beans going. We do need to empty this damn truck pretty quick, though, because I'm going to need that truck. No, we don't need the truck for the beans. I'm close enough to my silo. Let's get this guy right here to clean up the pigs first while we're here. Lower our bucket a little bit. Zoom up so you guys can all watch along. Not much pig food to clean up. Now the pigs are clean. We can leave this right here. Detach. And we're gonna go fertilize a field with this guy. You did tell me that. What? I don't think you told me that. They told you about a month ago. Guess could be wrong, but never admit. Yeah, maybe a Kittle. Well, if you did tell me, and that is a huge if, let's just say at this point, if you did tell me, you probably told me when at a time when I wasn't really. You probably just mentioned it at some point where I didn't have like any chance to like really process it, or I had some. I wasn't listening. Is the short answer to that story. You probably told me when I wasn't listening. So we gotta unfold the sprayer. So it's not my fault if I wasn't listening. I'm going to turn on the sprayer. I'm going to fertilize. Well, I'm not going to do it. My worker's going to do this field. Let's go in there. This harvester's full again. But we'll be by the time I get to it. Sounds like, hey now. May have had yeah, maybe we were like getting ourselves like a quart of mac and cheese from Wood Ranch or something at the time, and mentioned, oh, by the way, I talked to them Sonic. So yeah, they're definitely not letting us then. Okay, then I guess I don't have to worry about that, and I guess I can great, that's another group of checks I gotta mail to people. Perfect. All right. Perfect. Speaking of barbecue on my mind, I might need to go back there and get some barbecue. It's been at least a month since I've had that. It just really pissed me off, Don, that they don't have bottles of barbecue sauce there anymore. Yeah, they even canceled Richards in November. Okay, so there you go. We already got shows in November canceled out here in California. Unfortunate, but the world we live in, apparently. Well, the state we live in, not really the world we live in. Odd that I got this contract on this huge field, and this is what they gave me to haul the stuff back and forth. Usually they give you like the big semi-truck, but nope, they gave me this little thing. Okay. So that's straw. Do we want to do a run of straw? Not yet. Let's go back to water. This guy is 46%. We'll empty this out as much as we can. Keep that processing. That sweet silage. Just get it by the quart. Oh, yeah, I mean... And what was it? I don't even remember the price for the quart. What was it, like 10 bucks or 12 bucks or something like that? I mean, it was at least equivalent to, like... I would say, like, 4 of their sides. You know, like if you just got a regular side of mac and cheese, there was at least 4 of those in there. Because I know I ate it. I didn't eat it all at once. I put a big dent in it right when I got it. But it was 3 meals worth. I mean, not just eating mac and cheese, but as side dishes. I went through it in 3 meals. So yeah, I think it was like 10 or 12 bucks or something like that. No, it's not 7 bucks. Oh no, you mean the barbecue sauce? Yeah. The barbecue sauce you can buy by the quart. The problem, Don, is I want to send the bottles to my sister in Hawaii. And I can't do that if it's not in a sealed bottle. Really, I'm not even supposed to mail barbecue sauce to Hawaii anyway, because if you know, you go to the post office, and they go, oh, does this package contain anything with liquid, fragile, hazardous, or perishable? Well, yes, it's perishable, and yes, it's liquid. And depending on how you use it, it could be hazardous. I don't know what you're going to do with the barbecue sauce, so I don't want to lie to the post, even though I ship it all the time to her, but... So you know those bottles of barbecue sauce, Don? My sister, you guys know her as Amanda Kittle, she comes in the chat every now and then. She uses that entire thing of barbecue sauce, the entire bottle, in 2 meals. It's good for 2 meals, that's all it is. She is a sauce boss. So just send her the finger. Oh, I gotcha. Well, that's the thing. I already got a package of stuff to send them because my parents and my sister are always sending things to my house. Because in case you don't know, Hawaii is part of the United States of America, and anything you can send in the postal system costs exactly the same to send to Hawaii as it does to your next door neighbor. Now, there are certain zones for packages where that changes, but a letter is the same price, flat rate boxes are the same price, whether you're sending them to Hawaii or you're sending them next door. That said, there are many companies in this country that refuse to send items to Hawaii and Alaska because they're idiots. And that's the only answer I can come up with, because they're idiots. So, when my parents or my sister need to buy certain things from certain vendors in the United States of America that won't ship to Alaska or Hawaii, they ship it to me in California, and then I have to pack a box of stuff to them in Hawaii. So, I always got a box of stuff going to them. Personal problem for her. Yeah, she's definitely a sauce boss. She, like, yeah, like, so if she just makes, like, some nuggets in her toaster oven, she goes through half a bottle of barbecue sauce with them. It's insane. And going to a restaurant with her, it's like, she is always needing, like, extra barbecue sauce, and then, like, she tells me, and when you think you got the extra that you're gonna bring me, get, like, more. She was gotta get more and more and more. But that's the way she rolls. People in their sauce, yeah. Alright, we're up to 87,000 liters of water. 86,338. Okay, we're getting there. I mean, I'm sure that's enough for these cows. We won't have to fill this for a long time, but let's just top it off. Let's just do it. What else are we doing? We're talking. We're having a good time. And then we'll go get a couple loads of hay. We'll be like, hay. No, just regular hay. Start filling this tank. People and their sauces. So yeah, that is like one of my sister's most hated things, is when you go someplace and they give you like the one sauce or the two sauces or whatever they think you need, and then they charge extra for extra sauce. That's like the one thing that she just can't stand. Even though she does pay, and she's like, well, I don't care, I want my sauce, but it just really pisses her off. It pisses her off even more if it's like just a mom and pop place that she goes to all the time, and then one day she goes there for lunch and they just give her extra sauce, and the next day they charge her $1, and then like next week she goes there and then they charge her 50 cents. Yeah, you gotta have a set policy. You just can't. Big Mill Raid, what? Giveaway time, says Rigging. Anybody want a pack of sunflower seeds? We're playing farming here. I could give away some sunflower seeds or some corn. Or just like, raid! Hey Larry Powell, how you doing? Big Mill! Set the raid. And then Big Dave is here too. He's new to the channel, jumped over from Big Mill. Very cool. We're playing some Farming Simulator 19. I'm on my PlayStation 4. This game was a free game. If you're part of PlayStation 4, and to play any games online, you got to be a member of PlayStation Plus. It costs like $50 a year. And then you get 2 free games a month, and this was one of the games, Farming Simulator. And right now I'm just filling up the water troughs with my cows. That's doing that. This guy is fertilizing my sunflowers here. Got a worker doing that. This worker is harvesting corn for my neighbor. We got a contract to do that. Big Millions. Big Millions. I don't know, did he change his name? Dong giveaway? Gringo, I don't know how to do a giveaway when I got my PlayStation controller in my hand. That's the problem. It's tough, so I gotta empty this out. We're harvesting soybeans here. I'm trying to aces in here. Hey guys, thanks for coming in here. That's pretty cool, yeah. Forgot to give you my new dong. It's bigger and better than ever. Well, you kind of embarrassed me because I thought I'd be pretty cool, like giving out my dong all over YouTube. And for those of you that aren't aware of what we're talking about, the 200 dong Vietnamese currency notes from 1987. Dong is the Vietnamese currency. That's what we're talking about, and that's what we've always been talking about. I got a whole pack of 100 notes, and I've been giving them to people as, you know, just for stuff for Kittle Got Game here, just as little souvenirs of the channel. Yeah, Fat Wad Dong, exactly, Orda. But then I see other people all of a sudden talking about their dong notes, and they got notes that are like 100,000 dong or 200,000 dong, and their dong's just way bigger than my dong. I only got the 200 dong, and it's just like, dang, you know? But you know what? It's fine, it's fine. New dong, you say? Well, it's already really hard, because I already gave away about half of that whole pack, so I've already sent like at least 50 dong out to different people on YouTube. It's pretty fun. Alright, so we emptied that out. I can fold in the pipe. Keep harvesting my soy. Yeah, I just dumped those right in my silo. And what we do, we store our own stuff in the silo, because right here we got the market prices. We can go over to soybeans, which is, I don't remember which one. There they are. Right now, I could sell them at the ranch for $1,800 per 1,000 liters, or the grain elevator for 900. So the ranch is a pretty good price there. But we want to wait until we get a high demand. Like there'll be like a stuff will go into like high demand, and the prices will just skyrocket. So we're gonna save stuff in our silo until we get one of those demand spikes. Because we don't really need the cash that bad right now. I mean, if we really need to raise some cash, we go sell some crops. That's what we do. That's what farmers do. At least us virtual farmers. So basically, I mean, I'm virtually a farmer, is what we could say, right? Because I play this game. Alright, that's done there. That guy's fertilizing still, just cycling through all my stuff. That guy needs to be emptied out of his corn. It's a personal problem for me, what? You got a pack of 1,000 dong? So, do they have tractors on them? What's on the 1,000 dong note? Because that's the reason he gave me the 200 dong Vietnamese currency notes from 1987, is they got a sweet tractor on them. So not only, so it's kind of related to what we're doing here. That's the thing. No, I got a bunch of small dong notes, Big Dave. That's exactly. Size doesn't, well, I mean, I guess if you were using it as your currency, I mean, a 200 dong Vietnamese note, the value of that, you can go type into Google right now, 200 Vietnamese dong equals US dollars, and it's not even a penny. So, some aren't. Ace, it depends on which one you have. The dong comes in many different sizes. It sure does. Come on, guys. So did Big Mill ever get around to selling that gold, or did I totally screw that up by leaving his stream to go do farming? Is he mad at me? Are we not friends? I mean, I guess he did send you guys over here, so I guess we're maybe friends. Roughly 240 dong in a cent. So it's not totally worthless. So that 200 dong note I give people maybe would like buy you like half of a Tootsie Roll. What's up, Nubs? Alright, let's get back to this. Are we gonna really fill all this with water? Yeah, I think a couple more tanks of water will get us where we want to be. Then I think we might need 2 loads of hay. We'll top it off. Are you supposed to drive your truck through the corn? No, you're not. That's a good point. It's a good point. I have there's an option in the game, and I'll show you. There's many options. I have this kind of set on easy difficult. Well, economic difficulty is normal. But there's also options for plant growth. I have it fast. Plant withering I have turned off. So if I need to take my time to harvest, my crops aren't going to just die or go to waste. Crop destruction I have off. So that means I can drive through my crops without damaging them. So you can turn that on as an option. Now, I chose to turn that off just because it makes it a little bit easier. And like, for example, when I go to empty out my harvester in the other field, if he puts the pipe out on the part over the crops, that would mean, yeah, I'd have to, like, you know, get in that harvester, turn it around, empty the truck. Without, it just adds a lot of a whole bunch more busy work. Now, sure, it adds to the realism, but I guess we're not going there. Just in a mood of spamming links. What are you talking about, Al? Oh, for that. Uh-oh, so maybe Big Mill's pissed at me because I wasn't there to sell his gold for him. Uh-oh. Come on, Big Mill. Hey, Alfred, thanks for dropping a couple links in Rob's earlier, too. Helped get a few more people to subscribe and got us up to the 2,500 there on the coin channel, so that's cool. Appreciate it. Saw you put a few links there. So what was crazy, it's like I shouldn't even have been done it right at that time because I was on my phone, so I couldn't even type anything because, you know, I would have dropped my own link and stuff. It's like it took me forever just to type that little thing on my phone, but like I mentioned earlier, it's just been pissing me off for like the past few weeks. I was so close to hitting that. It just wouldn't get up to 2,500 on its own. So. Well, I'm sure it eventually would have, but pretty sure it would have. I got impatient. Nubs has an Aztec. What do you got? What do you got, Nubs? I get first shot if it's in my chat here. I get first shot to buy any Aztec stuff. That's the rule. No, I don't know. Alright, what do we got here? Michael Kittle Rare Coins, 1,000 Dog has an elephant with big wood on it. Well, that's pretty cool. Road to 25K. Yeah, that's funny. I don't remember who said it, but someone said, oh, so I got up to 2,500, and then someone types in, congrats on 25K, and then, of course, Charlani reads that, and so then it's like, oh, yeah, congrats on 25. I'm like, no, dude, I don't got 25,000. It's like 10% of that. That was pretty funny. What's Nubs got? Come on, what's Nubs got? Or you ain't getting that. I'll sell you some crappy American Silver Eagles. I got the good stuff. Come on. He wasn't going to sell any gold. Well, I mean, if he wants to sell some gold and he's got people to buy it, he should. If people are at least willing to pay the melt price. He should be trying to sell it. And if they're willing to pay for the shipping and insurance, because that's the problem when you're dealing in bullion like that. Even if you're dealing in a lot of silver, but especially if you're dealing in gold too, because the prices are so much higher. I mean, if the one package gets lost, you're screwed. I mean, what did he have in that video? Like 50 of them or something like that? If he sells all 50 of them individually to separate people, and just one coin goes missing, bam, like all profit on the whole deal is gone. Just with one coin going missing, because you just don't make much money on coins like that. Because they sell for basically the gold value. Or lower. You can get them less than gold value sometimes, because that's what they are. There's so many of them, especially when prices are going up like that. Just the market gets a little flooded there. Just need a little push, yep. Just like in that game Fall Guys, sometimes you need to push. What you're asking for? You guys haven't been telling me what Nubs is selling here, because I might want to buy it. Or I'll buy the Aztec, I'll sell you some crappy Eagles, and you'll be happy. No problem. Okay, the water's filled. Stopped emptying out. Let's double check. 120,000 liters of water. All right, we got a lot of water in there. So now we're gonna. I mean, I guess we don't even need the water tank down here anymore. Let's take the water tank back up to the pigs. Because then we don't need to keep our tractor down there either. That's why insurance exists. Well, yeah, that's the thing, though. I mean, that just adds to the expense. You have to buy all the postal, or you have to have your own insurance. The problem is change exchange. I got my own insurance on my packages when I mail things. So if I sell one coin for 360 bucks, which is about what those coins he's selling is worth each, and it goes missing, I think I got a $250 deductible on my insurance policy anyway. So I'm still going to be out that. Now, if you do postal insurance, you got to pay a lot of extra money for each package, but if you're passing that on to the customer, I guess that's one thing. But I don't know. It's not just an easy cut and dry thing to make a claim either. You might be waiting a while. You're going to have to prove to the post office what you had in there and what it was worth. It's not like, oh yeah, I insured the package for, you know, so if he sells that for 360 bucks, he might insure the package for 400 or 500. I don't know what he would do. But it's not like they're just going to cut you a check because you paid for the insurance. Not a chance. They investigate it, and they make you show, well, what is it worth? They only pay you what it's worth. They don't pay you what you insured it for. Been there, done that with the post office many. Well, first of all, in reality, what the post office will do is first, the second you mention that it was a coin, they're going to automatically tell you, oh, you know what? Coins aren't, we don't insure coins through the mail, so we're not going to pay you anything. That's what they'll tell you. 99% of the people you talk to the post office, that'll be their default. Oh, that's cash? Can't insure coins through the mail. Sorry, you're out. They won't pay you. Even though that they do insure numismatic and bullion coins. It's in there. You got to basically work your way up the chain of command and find someone that knows the actual regulations. All right, we just got a notice in the top corner, great demand at the ranch. So now we got to go here and check the ranch. There's great demand right now on wheat, it says. Wheat prices are at 1,029. That's the first column there on the left. We can see that the other prices are 760, 580, and at the ranch we got 1029. So when we have a chance, we need to empty our whole silo and go sell it. We got 232,000 liters times the 1029. That's almost $250,000 worth of wheat. We're gonna sell it all. That's what we've been waiting for. Boom. Yep. ASEs do nothing. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather buy junk silver any day. I'd rather, even a pile of slick barbers or just really worn down Washington quarters or Merc dimes, I'd rather have those versus Silver Eagles any day. First of all, they're fractional, so if you're one of those tinfoil people that believe the economy is going to collapse, we're all going to be needing to barter in gold and silver, well, those are already fractional gold and silver. Very easy. You don't have to cut up your Silver Eagles to buy a loaf of bread. I can just use a mercury dime or whatever we decide a loaf of bread's going to be worth in that dystopian future scenario. Other than that, it's just fun to look through and play with old coins, and you can try to see how many you can fill up in an album, and there's so many possibilities. Silver Eagles, they're all exactly the same. They're all boring. They make tens of millions of them each year, sometimes more, sometimes less, but it's boring. Now, don't get me wrong, I got plenty of Silver Eagles, and, you know, if I can get a good deal on them, I buy them, but... What are we going on here? Some more, prefer the maple. Maples, I don't like maples. I mean, even though they're cheaper, when you go to sell them, they're cheaper as well. Mail service only covers face value. That is not true. That is not true, John Scott. If you were sending cash in the mail, they don't insure cash in the mail. That's the regulation. So if you sent a $100 bill through the mail and tried to insure it, they're going to tell you, nope, sorry, we don't insure cash through the mail. And that's what they try to do for coins. They say it's cash. But they absolutely insure coins for their numismatic value. The problem is you have to prove that to them. And usually the people in the local post office or even they don't know the rules. They just hear the word coin or cash or money and they go right to the part of the rules they do know. We don't insure cash through the mail. Sorry. We don't insure. It's not covered. You got to work your way up the chain of command, and I've helped others deal with this, and I've done it myself when I used to buy postal insurance, and it usually involves writing letters to like whatever the head of their insurance claims are, and I think it's in St. Louis even, and basically writing up a numismatic appraisal of the item, showing auction comps, price guide prices of what you had, receipts of your purchase of where you bought the thing, and just basically proving that yes, that is not just a quarter, but it's a quarter that's worth $1,500, and we paid for the insurance, and it's covered as a numismatic item, and you have to pay us. And I've done letters like that for other people on my, Michael Kittle attorney at law letterhead, and that usually gets a check mailed. It's a pain in the butt though, but they almost always tell you no right away. Almost always. That's why I got private insurance from a company. It's called Hughwood, Hughwood. They work with the American Numismatic Association. If you're an A&A member, you have the ability to get policies through them for your own stuff, whether you're a collector or dealer. Cover stuff through the mail if you want to pay for that, and they pay pretty easily on claims if you can give them the, what do you call it? Is this game available online? I'm playing it right now on the PS4. Now, if you're asking if it's available on PC, it's definitely available on PC. I bought it on PC as well through Steam, if you're familiar with buying PC games like on Steam. I know it's on there. and I think it was about like 15 bucks, maybe 20 bucks on Steam, somewhere in that range. Farming Simulator 19. No, I don't even know what Nubs is talking, what you guys are selling, Arda. I was just kind of messing with you about it, but Aztec stuff's pretty cool, though. Did you buy Field 8? I have not, Nubs. I'm doing a contract on Field 8 right now, though. I did not buy Field 8. Still can't afford it. Spent too much money on the cows. I'm getting close to them with the 950 grand. Got a lot of income from silage to get us closer. So we're going to keep doing that. Well, the whole point, Alfred, you said Canada does other designs for bullion. Not really. Their bullion coin is the maple leaf. It's the same design, and they've been doing it for many years. The other coins you refer to, that's not really their bullion. That's all a bunch of bullshit for collectors. Because they don't... A bullion coin is something you mass produce for investors. And investors want a standard, boring piece because they don't want to have to try to figure out what they have. They don't want 100 different designs with 100 different things, and then when they get that, they got to look it up, say, well, is this really what it's supposed to be, or what is this, or is this worth anything? No, they want uniform coins. They want everything exactly the same. So all that other stuff you're talking about, those aren't... I mean, yeah, they're technically bullion coins, but no real investors are buying it. Yeah, of course, you got places like JM Bullion and Atmex selling them as bullion into investors, but the real investors that are buying tens of thousands of eagles at a time or hundreds of thousands of ounces at a time, they ain't buying the polar bear coins or the whatever the hell else there is, and the cougars and the... They're not buying those. They're buying the plain maple leafs, or they're buying the plain eagles, and they make... oh, sure, they make a lot of stuff as bullion, but they don't make them tens. They don't make tens of millions of them a year. They make maybe a mintage of 50,000, or 10,000, or 100,000, or some relatively small mintage for collectors, not for bullion investors. Now, even though some bullion investors might end up with them or buy them too, but nowhere near in the same levels as the maple leaf or the eagle. So the U.S. has bullion coins too now. I mean, they got the 5-ounce state quarters, which they tried to add that as an option for bullion investors, and they thought the numbers would get high enough, but not even close. So most of those are just for collectors. But none of the numbers compare to the regular eagles or the regular maples. Not even close. Alright, this guy, did he finish this field? So we're going to check that field. We check on the map to make sure he didn't miss too many spots. We do got to remember to go sell some wheat once our semi is empty. We're going to check field 7 for... What are we checking? We're checking fertilization. Make sure it's all dark blue. Missed one little strip here on the edge. Are we going to worry about that? Do we care? Well, we missed that strip on the edge because I forgot to plant that strip on the edge. It looks like I missed when I was planting. Oops. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and fold in that sprayer. Where are we taking this? What are we doing with this? I forgot. I guess we'll just go park it. Recently received... Sorry, what version of Farming... This is Farming Simulator 19, FS19. This is the latest one. Now, I think on mobile, they have Farming Simulator 20. But that's like a mobile game. I know JW's played it, and I know Coin Hunting Couple does the mobile one. I have no experience with that, so I can't tell you about it. I think FS21 might be coming out next year, so I think they do it every 2 years or so. At least that's what they have been doing. Go sell wheat! I know, I got to. But I can't yet. I gotta empty out my semi first, because it's got silage in it still. The high demand, like right now, that we have at the ranch for wheat, and let's just double check. Well, I gotta do this too. Let's just, I don't know, but let's make sure there's no other, because sometimes it's multiple crops, but no, just wheat right now. That usually lasts like a full in-game day, or maybe even 2 days, so. Here in Oklahoma, A&A is in Colorado. A&A is in Colorado, yes. You received your member, probably cool. Actually got it the other day. Nice. What exactly the difference between an attorney and same thing? Yeah, same thing. At least, I mean, I went to law school. They never told me the difference between them, so I assume they're the same thing. Kittle ranting, Kittle rant. I don't do any rants. What are you talking about? Alright, yep. So hopefully when you got your membership card, you also got all your other packet of member, all your different like perks of membership. So they tell you that you can get into free at the shows if you go to them. They tell you you can get insurance if you would, if you want to see how much a policy costs. You can also submit coins to NGC without paying for an NGC membership. Definitely worth having the membership. If you're a kid or you have kids in your family, you should get them to be ANA members. And if you need help with that, let me know. I can get you hooked up with a good price on the at least a discount on the membership. If you got kids under 18, you can send in your report cards and they give you free coins. And I think they also send you a coin on your birthday. For son's birthday, they send them right there. BU Lincoln sent, right. Yeah, they send you coins on your birthday, and then Orta, if you send in report cards, you get they'll give you coins for good grades too. And then they give you, there's ways like the kids can earn like ANA dollars online, like by doing quizzes, and I don't even know how else. But then they can spend those dollars. They do an annual auction for kids that you can use. The people donate real coins and stuff in, and they can spend their ANA dollars on them and stuff. I don't know exactly how it all works. Because I remember a couple years ago when the ANA show was in Los Angeles, they had some deal where if you signed up as a new member, you got like a free Silver Eagle at the time, or so silver prices were down a little bit apparently, but they gave you a free Silver Eagle just for signing up for a 1-year membership, and it was an NGC certified one that said like 2016 World's Fair of Money on it, right? So it's like, well, shoot, I wanted a few of those, so I got a few of them, let's just say. And I would never admit to basically signing up an ANA membership for my dogs. I wouldn't do that. So I'm not going to admit to doing that. So, but let's just say that Dexter and Nero got coins on their birthdays too. So, because they're definitely under 18. I did not submit any report cards for Dexter or Nero though. Coin on the birthday and free membership. I don't know if they give you free Morgans. Secure friends or your coin club meeting about grade cards. Okay. Blue shirts, attorneys, active members, bar, lawyer. So there is maybe a technical difference there? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, because like I said, I know a lot of people that went to my law school that, I guess, have their law degree, but aren't active members of the bar, so they can't technically practice law in the state. Maybe because they've gone to other states and they're active members of those states, or that they're just doing other things, so I guess they're not allowed to call themselves attorneys, they're just lawyers. Okay. But I guess I'm both. Okay. Yeah, they should have taught me that in law school, maybe. Alright, what are we trying to do? We're trying to... That's gonna finish up. I'm trying to find... Do I not have a tractor down there? I guess I don't. I need to go get my, my hay cart so I can deliver some hay down to the cows. Have your first big coin show tomorrow, Rut? In Dalton? Just going to it, or are you selling stuff there, Asa? There is a damn tractor down there. Why didn't I get to it? Come on. It's right there. What am I talking about? It's right there. Okay. What's the next subject of the Glendale coin meeting? I believe I have scheduled right now. Remember, Gringo, if you watched all of the last week... Okay, this is just slow as hell, so we're detaching. I'm just going to park this tractor right here, because this tractor sucks. And, remember during show and tell, we had the guy that kept trying to get on there to share his screen, and he kept failing because he didn't know how to share his screen. And then eventually it worked. Greg Berkovitz, who did a show that talked about paper money a little bit in his show and tell, and was basically just showing his Word document about paper money. Well, he is going to probably be doing a talk on U.S. paper money. And he thinks it's going to be a little bit long, so he might break it into 2 separate talks, which I'll have to talk to him about exactly how to do that, but, yeah. He used to be, like, one of the main guys of the Los Angeles Paper Money Club before that club folded up, so. Change exchange, should I join Glendale, or, well, there's nothing really in Van Nuys. Van Nuys is just where we have our coin shows at the Van Nuys Masonic Lodge. But the Coin Club is the Glendale Coin Club, and you don't have to join. We've just been having our meetings online. There's no advantage to joining, I guess, other than you're supporting our club. And you'll get on our email list for the meetings and all that. But if you just want to participate in our meetings, because we've been just doing it through YouTube, you can, do so just by coming to our meetings or watching them on YouTube. It's real easy. I'll fill this up with straw. But if you want to become a member, you can. It's $8 a year per person, or $12 for a family membership. And my little mountain of straw here that we put over here, because we didn't have anywhere else to put it. Try not to get this thing stuck. Did I get it stuck? Almost. Oh, this is bad. And it's full. Totally full. Okay, let's see here. What else do we got here? Sweet, can you ask him to touch base on educational notes? Okay. Try to remember that. I'm sure if he talks about... And maybe I'll tell him to make sure his program just not only goes over, like, but make sure he, like, hits, like, the top 10 things people collect as far as PS4. Because then he'd hit things like the educational notes for sure. He'd show the $5 Indian Chief. He'd probably show the $1, what is it, the Black Eagle, the $5 Lincoln Porthole note. There's, just the main, like, what are the top 10 things that the average collector of U.S. paper money should get? What 10 notes, like, those are the ones everybody goes for, like, get the, what is it, the $1 note with the eagle carrying the flag. I think it's the 1917. That's real badass. Everybody's got to get one of those, and I'm sure I could have Greg at least point those out, or he'll probably cover them anyway, but... We're going to empty the straw. Hopefully that starts putting some straw in the field for them. Not much. Let's put a little bit out there for the cows. Glencoin.com. Is that link going to work? Let me click on it. It does work, okay. Because I know JW put my link for mk.com in earlier. I think he put that... Maybe he put that into Rob's, and I know it didn't work for me. Because he put HTTPS, and I don't have a secure site, because I'm not paying... I don't even know how much it is. I think it's like an extra, like, 10 or 20 bucks a month they want to hit me, just to get, like, the security on the site. And I'm like, I'm not doing any transactions on my site, so I'm not paying for that, so... If you go to a HTTPS, then sometimes the browsers block it because my site really isn't secure, so you can't put the S when you do mk.com. At least the one I collect, so. Random question, but does your old law school send you alumni stuff dressed as doctor? No. No. Yeah, usually lawyers, even though my degree is a Juris Doctor, we don't call ourselves doctors. Even though, I mean, I guess, I don't even know if I'm allowed to. But we usually put Esquire after our name, so if you ever see things like Bill S. Preston Esquire, that means he's an attorney. Let me click on that one now, Alfred, see if that works. Yep, right to my website. But when JW put it, I think he put the S in front of it, or the HTTPS, and it gave me all kinds of weird error messages on my phone. What else am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing. Have you sent your giveaway along with your medals? I have not, Gringo. I have not. I have it sitting here ready. I just needed to pull out the medals, and I got your giveaway here. It'll probably go out tomorrow, Monday at the latest. One of those 2 days. One of those 2 days. He apologized. All good. Did I have to apologize for something? Was it me? But that was an interesting. I gotta figure out what's going on now. What do I gotta apologize for now? Gringo, did Big Bill call you? Uh-oh. Just let me know if I'm in trouble. I don't want Big Mill mad at me, because he's bigger than me, I think, and sounds like he could beat me up, so I don't want him showing up pissed off at me. Do you think the law school JD is usually not called? No, it's just what JD stands for. Let's get one more load of... Actually, I should check to see if I even need another load of straw. Not really. We're up to 110,000 liters of straw. And, yeah, we can go ahead and put a little bit more in there. Let's top it off. That's what we're doing. And I'm sure I need to, what do you call it? I'm sure I need to, empty out my harvesters. And let's just do that while we're thinking about it. Because, yep, he's sitting there with his pipe hanging out. So, and we're paying him to sit there with his pipe hanging out. We have a worker doing this field. See, so this is why I have crop destruction turned off, because normally, if I had crop destruction on, I would have to get in that harvester, back it up, and then... Just a pain in the butt, and it's just stupid. Or I'd have to set it up and... It's just the way the workers in this game, the AI that controls the workers is programmed. Normally what you would do is you would do the field in the other direction, so the pipe is over the part that you already harvested, so the trucks can come right up to it. You wouldn't ever even go in this direction. You'd start like, and you just do a circle all the way around the field so your pipe's always out. You wouldn't do it in rows like this, so... At least that's the way you do it in my neck of the woods, back in my old stomping grounds, so to speak. We haven't had Kittle Cinema in the last few nights, and apologize for that. It's been kind of busy, and haven't really felt the need to watch any movies, so hopefully you guys haven't been waiting for me to play movies, but we can do that. Problem is when I usually think about playing a movie, it's like midnight my time, so it's like way late for everybody else. Or I think about playing a movie like right in the middle when I know you guys are all watching people's streams and stuff, so who knows. But hey, we can play some stuff. Oh yeah. Let's see. What do we got in the chat here? Need to rewatch that. Just win some money at the Chumash? Yeah. Wanted to talk about Dick Sticker? Yeah. That's pretty funny. I liked how every time anybody typed anything about it, like YouTube blocked it because they thought they were being obscene or something. What is SoCal typing in there? I don't know what that symbol is, and then that other symbol is China flu? Is that what you're trying to say there? I don't know. Something about China flu? Think we will ever be a bully, but you can get him. I don't know. I'm not gonna try, Orda. I'm not gonna try. Not gonna happen. Depends on how good the movie. Well, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. I got a couple pulled out here that I was thinking of. I mean, I want to see Zoolander. I haven't watched that in a long time, and I heard somebody was talking. I think Pickle was saying some stuff from Zoolander so I want to see that soon. Somebody brought up Death to Smoochie, and like I totally forgot about that movie, and I hadn't seen it in a long time, so I need to see that soon. What else did I got out there that I pulled out that I thought I didn't see? I mean, anytime anybody wants to watch Coming to America, I'll watch that, definitely. Yeah, or it's kind of like the bootleg on the down low though, so it's not like we're advertising it to everybody. So if you want to ever come watch movies, Orda, you just gotta join. Are you in JW's Discord? That's step one, and then once you're in JW's Discord, I don't know exactly how it works. I think you got to be invited to movie night, and I know that Alfred like puts like movie something next to like their names. So I think Alfred has to do that, but I think I could, even if you don't have movie next to your name in Discord, I think I could still invite you, because I think he said I can invite people. But you got to be in JW's Discord, step one. Want to do? Yeah, we could do like Alfred. We could do the Austin Powers trilogy though. We got to pick 3 nights to do it. So actually, this coming week, I'm gonna put it in the movie schedule. Because Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, and we need to be watched because Bill and Ted 3 is coming out on Friday. And we are definitely going to be showing that in the Kittle Cinema. So sometime this week, we're going to watch Bill and Ted 1 and then Bill and Ted 2, because I'm sure some of you youngsters have not seen it, or have not seen it in a while. Yes, Big Dave, so far we've been showing DVDs, but we can also show stuff like on Netflix or Hulu or stuff like that. And remember, it's our position that we're not doing anything. I guess if you're going by the strict letter of the law, it's probably not a. It might be it might be a copyright violation. But our theory of what we're doing here is, hey, we're all subject to the China flu here. We're not allowed to go watch a movie with our friends like we would normally do, right? So what we're doing is we're just getting together like we would on a Zoom call and watching a movie. That's all we're doing. So, all right, I forgot what that field is over there, so I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to look on the map instead of driving over there. So yeah, so instead of me inviting 8 or 10 or 12 of you over to my house to watch the new Bill and Ted movie on Friday, I'm going to flip on my computer. I'm going to buy the Bill and Ted movie, play it on my computer, and you guys will be able to watch it on Discord with me. Same thing, in my opinion. And, as long as we're not openly broadcasting it to the public, or I'm not charging admission for people to, we're not, it's de minimis is what they call that in the law. It's a de minimis violation at best. So, we still got to go sell wheat. What am I looking for? I'm looking for what is growing over in that field. Fruit types. What was I growing over here? Well, the colors in here just aren't different enough. Is that corn way over there? No, that's not corn. Is it? It's not sugar beets. It's wheat, it looks like. Okay, that's probably wheat. So let's just take this harvester over there. So there we go. More wheat to go sell. Sweet. I have to give them the roll. Alfred, so I went in there and I clicked on someone's name. I'm not a... Everything's like grayed out, like all the different names and all the different roles, which everything's all grayed out, and I can't do anything with any of that. I clicked on someone's name to see if that's what it was. I can't do that. At least I don't know how to do that, if that's what it is. I clicked on it and everything's grayed out. So Orda didn't even know we started. One Austin Powers. That's when she was bought. Yeah, I mean, I just remember, like, I never saw it in the... Well, I don't think I saw it, actually at the movies, but I just know I saw it not too long after that. definitely way underrated, and most people probably... Yeah, I hadn't seen it forever either. That's why it's like, as soon as I saw you mention it, I'm like, hey, yeah, that's... I haven't seen that forever, but I know it's a good movie. I have to give them... I'll look again, Alfred, but... I thought I checked that, and everything looked grayed out to me when I clicked on someone's name just to see what the different things were. I think as long as you don't charge it... Well, no. Like, for example, Big Dave, like, if I just went onto my YouTube channel and just started showing them, especially something... Now, if it's something that's on DVD that's older, there's probably less likelihood of it being an issue. But if I just broadcast it openly to potentially thousands or tens of thousands of people, that's not going to be cool, and you're going to get in trouble for that. Now, if it's a private invite-only kind of thing, like we have on Discord, not going to be an issue. Now, when you get into, like, showing brand new stuff where someone's going on paying the fee for it, like the rental fee, then I still think it's okay, because it'd be just like me inviting 10 people over to the house and watching it with me. No problem there. And it's still private, you know, so... Now, if we ever get to 100 people watching at a time, then, of course... But really, all of it, believe me, copyright law is one of the courses I took. All of it is probably technically against copyright law. It is an infringement. But only if the owners of those copyrights want to try to enforce it, really. That's the whole question. Because copyright law is so in favor of the copyright holder, especially when you're talking about movies or artwork or things like that, or writings, because the companies lobby for the laws to be that way. Why do you think Mickey Mouse is still under copyright protection? I mean, because every time the copyright's about to expire, the Disney company pays a shitload of money to Congress and lobbyists, and all the lobbyists to lobby Congress, to get them to do an extension of the Copyright Act. I mean, Mickey Mouse should have been public domain, to where anybody in the world could go make Mickey Mouse t-shirts and Mickey Mouse hats and Mickey Mouse everything and sell them without paying Disney a dime. Should have happened decades ago. But every time it comes close to expiring, wouldn't you think about it? Go figure. They do an extension of copyright. It's like, oh, you can renew your copyright for an extra 17 years. Oh, really? Okay, great. And then 17 years later, Congress passes another law. Hey, you can extend your copyrights for another 20 years. Okay, cool. And it's 100% all about Disney and Mickey Mouse. That's what it's all about. They pay for it. So that's why it used to be like, I haven't taken my copyright courses in, decades now, almost. But it's been a long time. And it used to be you write something, and I think initially, you were protected for like 20 years or so. Something like that. That you had full rights to it, and then after that, anybody could do whatever and make money off your work. But now with Disney lobbying, it's, a lot longer than that, if you use it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down coming in here. Coming in hot. Copyright was like, well, yeah, it's your own life, you get to use it, and then it was like 20 years, or initially it was a small point, but now it's life plus, I don't even know how many years it is now, because they keep extending it for Mickey Mouse. That's all it is. They keep extending it for Mickey Mouse. Only a few Discord, JW, yeah, so yeah, if you guys want to watch movies with us, then let us know, and the first step is you got to join JW's Discord. After that, then let's talk. So I think this week I just got to pick 2 nights to do it, because Friday we're definitely showing the new Bill and Ted sometime Friday. I just got to figure out how to. I probably got to do it like on Amazon Prime, download it there and pay for it. But then I think we're going to show the first 2 sometime during this week, just because I haven't seen the Bill and Ted movies in a while, and I want to see them before I watch the new one. Okay, this guy needs to empty out the wheat. So we don't have our truck available yet, so let's go drive it over. More raiders coming in? Isn't there anybody else better streaming than me? What the heck? Who's raiding us now? Found it buried? Nice. What's up, Badger? Find any toonies? Found it buried? Thank you for that. Finding some toonies. Shouldn't drink and drive at work? What are you talking about? I do what I want here. Just make a Disney paid us too. Pretty much, yeah. Oh, but there's so much. Just think about how much money there is just in the Mickey Mouse character. I mean, you're talking billions and billions and billions. So if they gotta go pay off Congress every decade or two, a couple $100 million. I mean, think about it. There's only, what, 535 members of Congress. Is that the right number? Yeah. 535 members of Congress, or somewhere right about there. Give them each $1 million for their campaign, of course, right? That's 535 million. Disney'd write that check in a heartbeat every 10 years. They'd do it every year if they had to protect Mickey Mouse and the copyright on it. So yeah, that's copyright law. But believe me, I'm not worried about getting any cease and desist letters because we watch a couple old DVDs with some friends in Discord. 538. Well, 538's different on Bushu. 538 is the number of electoral votes in the Electoral College. 535 is the number of, well, there's 435 in the House of Representatives, I believe, and then there's 100 senators, so that's 535 members of Congress. You get to 538 because we also let the folks in Washington, D.C. vote for president. But we don't give them a representative in Congress. That's why the Washington, D.C. license plates say tax in Congress to represent Washington, D.C. in Congress, but that person does not get a vote in Congress. Because that's what the Constitution says, actually. So started to track congressional races, and now it does. Yeah. Well, 538 was a real popular site and was making tons of money. You know, well, it was close. That's what the whole thing. But they were calling it, and all the websites like that. There was a couple other